100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad ain't pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause I blame she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers.
Coach, it is something not seen all that often in these parts. Playoff football in North Carolina. We've got it at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Carolina Panthers. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. This will be taken short. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Go, go! Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
On second and 11 now. Goff, and that's complete to Cooks. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Ric Flair.
Goff on first down. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. A gain of 6 there on first.
Right there.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Check Mike 54.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up. Tiger. Staying open. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. I got you, baby. I got you. Mike, hey, exit. All day, baby. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go one more.
Throwing again is gone. And that will be incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch one. Single.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Rams' 48-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Newton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The great veteran Clay Matthews able to knock that one away in coverage.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
This is taken at the 10. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
No gain on the play there, second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Come on. Check three. He's crashing.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Watch the screen. Hey, kill.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is fielded at the 27. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will take over now, first and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
First and 10. Ready. Wild Bill. Watch the safety creep.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1.
Ready? Watch left.
3rd and 2, Newton. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Shoot for 66. Hey, orbit. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, let's get in that hole.
Now it's gone. He gets it to Cooks. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Check 24. Check 24. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up. Good. Hey, 76. 76. 76.
On first down, it's gone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
2 for 1. Back. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Watch twitch.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
What? Like 20. 54. I got one. Hey, shell. 54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. I'm coming for you, son. He's coming. Double up.
Goff now to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, 39 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 73 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Mario Addison in on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Switch it.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
On the toss, it's Gurley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Yeah, baby. That's our ball. Our ball.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. On second and 12, Newton, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The throw complete here to Williams, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now gone. And Woods has it complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Goff now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Maverick. Right there. 54. Right there. Hey, seam 6. Oh, yeah.
Out of the gun. Goff. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Again, Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Goff throwing again. He got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Gets fielded in the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Dante Fowler able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, other teams just...
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 59 yards. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Let's go, at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Newton. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Shift. We go. 76.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
We go. Line 20. 54. Line 54. Here we go. Hey, watch it. Ric Flair. Obama.
They'll run. This is Brown. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
3rd and inches, they just handed to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Jim. Listen. Check safety. Super one. Sponge. No.
On first down, it's Gurley. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Value three. Win the rep. Let's go right here. 12. 5.
And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go, tonight. 180. Watch 54. Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Check. Five. Hey, Foxtrot. I got you, son. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
From the 17, Goff. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Check the backer.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky. Check 31. Check 24. You go tight. You got tight right there.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check 15. Check 5. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Another carry now for Gurley. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Mario Addison able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Newton now to throw. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Second and 5 at the 47-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Louis.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
2 for 1, 2 for 1. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Orange.
Here's Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out.
Check three. Tight dog. Check. Kill.
They try right side here. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. Now Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now on 2nd and 13. Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Goff. Airing it out deep for Woods. This is caught inside the 15. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Check 9, check 9. Check. Hey, kill. Undercrush. Shit.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 13-yard line.
Line 20. Line 54. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long